Well, hello and welcome back on PACIS TV English News. My name is Benjamin Kwizera and these are top stories for tonight. His Excellency President of the Republic of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, has held bilateral talks with the President of Estonia, KRISTU, on strengthening cooperation in innovation and digital governance. The Rwanda Revenue Authority is preparing a major change to the electronic billing machine system, commonly known as EBM, aimed at making tax compliance easier. After spending years in difficult street conditions marked by instability, lack of guidance and limited access to education, children who have been reintegrated into school are determined to shape a better future. In international news, His Holiness Pope Leon told the youth to be Christ's light, urging them to play an active role in rebuilding a society deeply affected by violence and instability. Welcome to our news in detail. This is the news brought to you in partnership with the Credo Hotel. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, has held bilateral talks with the President of Estonia, KRISTU, on the strengthening cooperation in innovation and digital governance. The meeting took place on the sidelines of the AI for Good Global Summit in Geneva, Switzerland. More report by Anike Uwineza.
President Paul Kagame has met with his Estonia counterpart, President RY'IGITANGAZAMAKURU, to discuss ways of strengthening cooperation between Rwanda and Estonia. The meeting took place on July 18th, following the AI for Good Global Summit 2026 in Geneva, Switzerland. The two heads of state discussed expanding collaboration in areas of mutual interest, including digital innovation, the use of artificial intelligence, and technology-driven governance to support national development. Estonia, one of the North European's leading digital nations, is widely recognized for its advanced e-government services and strong digital transformation. Rwanda and Estonia have maintained strong bilateral relations over the years, with both countries sharing a commitment to using technology to improve public services and accelerate sustainable development. The latest meeting builds on years of cooperation between the two nations. In 2018, President Kagame met with 10 Estonia President KRISTU during the Managed Security Conference in Germany, following a historic visit to Rwanda in 2017, the first by an Estonian head of state to Africa. During that visit, President KRISTU also paid tribute at the Kigali Genocide Memorial, where she expressed condolences to survivors and the families of victims of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, reaffirming Estonia's solidarity with the people of Rwanda.
Well, the Rwanda Revenue Authority is preparing major changes to electronic billing machine system, commonly known as EBM, aimed at making tax compliance easier and giving consumers a more active role in obtaining electronic invoices. News in detail.
The government is introducing reforms to Rwanda's electronic billing machine system to simplify tax compliance and improve the issuance of electronic invoices. One of the key changes will allow customers to generate their own electronic invoices if a trader fails to issue one. The invoice will then be verified and approved by the seller through the digital system. The reform addresses a common challenge where customers request an EBM receipt but are told that the system is offline or experience delays in receiving it. The changes are contained in a ministerial order approved by the Cabinet on June 30, 2026, as part of a broader tax reforms aimed at improving tax administration and supporting businesses' operations. According to the Rwanda Revenue Authority, EBM has been in use for more than a decade and continues to play a major role in tax collection. During the 2025-2026 fiscal year, Rwanda collected nearly 4 trillion Rwandan francs in taxes, with a significant contribution from the EBM system. The number of businesses properly using EBM also increased, with more than 43,000 new traders joining the system during the same period. Officials said the reforms are designed to modernize the EBM framework, reduce administrative challenges, and make it easier for both businesses and consumers to meet their tax obligations.
From Kigali straight to Cyangugu. After spending years in difficult street conditions marked by instability, lack of guidance and limited access to education, some children have been reintegrated into school through a joint initiative by Cyangugu Catholic Diocese and GS St. Bruno Gihundwe. Today they are proudly sit in the classrooms determined to shape a better future. News in detail. After spending years in difficult street conditions marked by instability, lack of guidance and limited access to education, these children have been integrated into school through a joint initiative by Cyangugu Catholic Diocese and GS St. Bruno Gihundwe. Today, they proudly sit in classrooms determined to shape the better future. Some of the students currently studying at GS St. Bruno Gihundwe describe how their lives have transformed. They explain that they have adapted well to school routines, are performing well academically, and have developed a more positive outlook on their future. According to Uwamaria Dativa, the director of studies at school, the children are showing strong academic progress and steady improvement in behavior. She notes that as they continue to adapt to structured learning and discipline, their performance is expected to improve even further. It is very clear that behavior they had before had changed. They are getting back in good line of conduct because they are living with their colleagues. And about the performance in the school, it is not bad. They are succeeding. They are even given responsibilities as class captains, team leaders, as the elders to help others. Father Bikurimana says the school's head teacher also affirms the children's potential. He emphasizes that their previous struggles were largely due to a challenging family backgrounds and difficult living conditions, not a lack of ability. With the right support, he says they are fully capable of succeeding. We really realize that there is a change among most of them. They have good conduct. They attend classes regularly. Even when we find out those who still possess bad behaviors and some mistakes, we try to correct them because we cannot let their mistakes slide. We teach them and help them, those who have problems, and we really see progress. They are very clever, and some of them are now going to senior 6. This transformation from street life to structured education has been made possible through the support of Cyangugu Catholic Diocese, which continues to play a key role in restoring hope and opportunity for vulnerable children in the region. As they continue their studies, these young learners are not only rebuilding their own futures, but also preparing to contribute positively to their communities and the nation at large. From Cyangugu straight to Kabgai, some young people from Kabgai Diocese attending a youth forum at Ruhango Parish say the gathering is helping them better understand their role as the hope of the church and how they can build unity and peace within their communities. More reports. Some young people from Kabgai Diocese attending a youth forum at Ruhango Parish say the gathering is helping them better understand their role as the hope of the church and how they can build unity and peace within their communities. We are witnesses of hope, unity and peace. This is the theme guiding young people from Kabgai Diocese who are taking part in a youth forum being held at Ruhango Parish. Participants, the forum is helping them to understand how young people are hope of the church, while also building their confidence to promote brotherhood and peaceful living among people. Religious leaders also encouraging the youth to embrace love as a core value. Bishop Jean de Dieu Odar, the Vicar General of Kabgai Diocese, who joined the youth during the forum, urged them to remember that love is commandment. He reminded them that Jesus calls on them to love everyone without discrimination and to look to him as their example in becoming true witnesses of faith. According to Father RW'IGITANGAZAMAKURU, the head of youth ministry in Kabgai Diocese, more than 800 young people are participating in the forum. The youth come from all parishes across the diocese and are gathered at Chenda School, where the event is taking place. This year's theme, We Are Witnesses of Hope, Unity and Peace, highlights the important role young people play in building a peaceful and united society. The forum is expected to strengthen faith, unity, and leadership among the youth, preparing them to contribute positively to both the church and the wider community. Well, that's all for local stories today, but after a short commercial break, we are coming back with international news tonight.
Icy'ingenzi ntabwo ari ukugira diplome ya kaminuza. Uyu munsi birahagije kuganira n'umuntu byonyine ukamenya ko yize muri kaminuza ibonetse yose cyangwa se ko yize muri kaminuza Gatolika y'u Rwanda, Catholic University of Rwanda, by'umwihariko mu ishami ryayo rya Kigali. Ubu abazi guhitamo neza batangiye kwiyandikisha muri Catholic University of Rwanda Kigali campus ikorera Nyamirambo. Abashaka kwiga mu mashami y'uburezi kwiyandikisha mu gihembwe kizatangira mu kwezi kwa gatatu, March intake, byaratangiye muri postgraduate diploma in education PGDE. Ababiga muri weekend. Hatangwa kandi amasomo muri Department of Education in Sciences mu mashami ya Economics and Computer Science, Mathematics and Computer Science, Mathematics and Geography na Mathematics and Economics. Hari kandi Department of Education in Arts and Social Sciences mu mashami ya English and Kinyarwanda, English and French, French and Kinyarwanda, English and Kiswahili, Economics and Entrepreneurship, English and History, Economics and History na Economics and Geography. Uhitamo kwiga ku manywa cyangwa se mu biruhuko. Twakira kandi abanyeshuri bafite A1 muri education bakeneye gukomeza amasomo yabo ku rwego rwa A0. Iyandikisha unyuze kuri wa@CUR.AC.RW. Wanahamagara cyangwa ukandika ubutumwa kuri 07 83 18 86 26 cyangwa 07 33 21 46 78 cyangwa 07 88 52 41 98. Wanandika email kuri curkigalikampus@gmail.com.
The only way to being found is getting lost.
From 11 June to 19 July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches on dedicated channels, live on SuperSport.
Available with DSTV English Plus. Subscribe now to your package and enjoy all channels for 30 days. Get a Canal Plus HD decoder for only 5,000 francs.
Hardware, crafting the future.
Rero ugiye kutubwira impamvu zatumye hitamo kuza gusaba akazi hano.
Bwa mbere nza gusaba akazi hano nari nabitekerejeho, mbabarire. Murakoze. Mu by'ukuri numvaga mfite ubushobozi ndetse n'ubushake.
So kutiteguye bihagije nuko utaryama neza. Gonda Farm, le paradis du matelas.
Yemwe byashuri bose bashaka ni College Fondation Sina Gerard.
Mama we.
Iri ni ishuri ribumbatiye icyerekezo cy'u Rwanda twifuza kuko ritanga uburezi buhamye mu mashuri y'inshuke, abanza, icyiciro rusange ndetse n'amashami y'imyuga n'ubumenyingiro mu buhinzi, ubworozi, food processing, ubwubatsi, ubuganishi bw'ibinyabiziga, fashion design, gutunganya imisatsi, ububaji n'ubusuderi. Hari n'amasomo y'igihe gito short courses mu mashami yavuzwe haruguru aherekezwa na practice zihagije kuko abanyeshuri bigira mu nganda za Sina Gerard. Sina Gerard International Football Academy yigisha abana guhera ku myaka 6 gucunga ruhago sawa sawa, athleticism, imbyino nyarwanda no kwiga amategeko y'umuhanda no gutwara ibinyabiziga nabyo biri mu nyongera y'amasomo. Abana biga amashuri y'incuke n'abanza basoza ibyo byiciro bose bazi gutwara igare. Umwana wa segonderi we atahana uruhusa rwo gutwara ibinyabiziga. Witinda kwandikisha umwana ku ishuri kuri Nyirangarama cyangwa ku mashami ya Sina Gerard Entreprise Urwibutso hose mu gihugu. Ku bindi bisobanuro hamagara 0788535123 cyangwa 0788535999.
College Fondation Sina Gerard.
twubaka ubukungu bushingiye ku bumenyi.
Bakerarugendo namwe bashyitsi mugenda mu karere ka Muhanga no mu tundi turere two mu ntara y'Amajyepfo n'intara y'Iburengerazuba, namwe mwese mukeneye serivisi za hoteli, ni muze nimugera mu mujyi wa Muhanga mukomeze gato, nimugera i Kabgayi murahasanga hoteli yiteguye kubakirana urugwiro. Iyo nta yindi ni Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi. Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi tugufitiye serivisi zitandukanye za bar na restaurant kandi zitanga ubuhanga n'icyubahiro ku mukiriya utugana. Tubafitiye kandi imikino itandukanye ifasha abatugana kuruhuka nka piscine wogeramo ukaruhuka mu mutwe, imyicungo igezweho abana bidagaduriramo bagataha banezerewe, tennis na table game bakunze kwita biyari, igisoro ndetse na volley yo ku mucanga bakunze kwita beach volley mukunda muri benshi nayo ntitwayibagiwe. Ikindi nuko muri Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi twakira inama zitandukanye kuko tubafitiye ibyumba byiza by'inama utasanga ahandi, byaba bito ndetse n'ibishobora kwakira abantu benshi, ariko by'akarusho tukaba tubafasha no gukora inama mukoresheje ikoranabuhanga mu gihe mutari kumwe mu cyumba. Kubifuza serivisi za catering, Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi amafunguro n'ibinyobwa tubibagerezaho ku gihe. Tubafitiye ibyumba byiza byagutse biri mu byiciro bitandukanye, harimo n'ibyo bakunze kwita suite mu ndimi z'amahanga, ndetse byose ukaba ubibona ku giciro cyiza. Muri make ugeze muri Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi ahora yifuza kugaruka kubera uburyo yakiranywe ubwuzu n'icyubahiro utasanga ahandi, kuko serivisi tuzitanga kinyamwuga kandi zishingiye ku ndangagaciro za kizizi. Ku bindi bisobanuro waduhamagara kuri telefone ziri kuri ekara yawe cyangwa ukatwandikira unyuze ku mbuga nkoranyambaga zacu zitandukanye. Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi, imfura mu mahoteli mu gutanga serivisi nziza inoze kandi ku gihe.
Imurikagurisha mpuzamahanga. PSF yateguye imurikagurisha mpuzamahanga ku nshuro ya 29 rizabera i Gikondo mu mujyi wa Kigali kuva ku itariki ya 28 Nyakanga kugeza ku ya 17 Kanama 2026. Ibihugu bigera kuri 20 byose bizaba biri mu rw'imisozi igihumbi. Buri gicuruzwa, service cyangwa kwidagadura wifuza byose bizaba bihari. Imiryango izaba ifunguye buri munsi guhera saa 3 za mu gitondo kugera saa 4 z'ijoro. Kubifuza kumurika ibyo bakora nababwira iki? Imiryango irafunguye. Hamagara 0785 imurikagurisha mpuzamahanga Expo uritegurirwa n'urugaga rw'abikorera PSF ifatanyije na Minisiteri y'Ubucuruzi n'Inganda Minicom.
Well, welcome to our international news tonight. And of course, would like to remind you that you can follow us on our YouTube channel, PACIS TV. All right, let's begin in Middle East. The United States has carried out a series of precision airstrikes against what it describes as strategic Iranian military targets. According to U.S. defense officials, the strikes were aimed at facilities linked to weapon development and regional militia support networks. The Pentagon says the operation was a direct response to recent attacks on American personnel and allied assets in the region, which Washington contributes to Iranian-backed groups. Explosions were reported in multiple locations, with the Iranian state media confirming damage but downplaying the extent of the impact. Authorities in Tehran have condemned the strikes, calling them a violation of international law and warning of consequences. U.S. officials insist the strikes were defensive in nature and intended to deter further aggression while avoiding civilian casualties. Meanwhile, Iran has vowed to respond, raising concerns among global leaders about the risk of acceleration. Several countries, including European allies, have called for restraint and urgent diplomatic engagement and prevent further instability. Oil prices have already begun to fluctuate amid fierce disruption in the region, which is critical to global energy supply. From Middle East to Vatican, in a video message sent to major youth gathering in Ankawa near Erbil, northern Iraq, His Holiness Pope Leo XIV encouraged the young people to stand firm in their faith and become agents of peace. The Pope told the youth to be Christ's light and the missionaries of hope, urging them to play an active role in rebuilding a society deeply affected by violence and instability. The message was addressed to hundreds of young Christians who gathered in Ankara, a key center of Iraq's Christian community, many of whom have lived through war, displacement, and persecution. Pope Leo XIV emphasized that despite these challenges, young people have a crucial role in promoting reconciliation, unity, and lasting peace in their daily lives and in their communities, of course. Iraq's Christian population has significantly declined over the past decade due to conflict and instability. However, church leaders say gatherings like these and messages from the Vatican are helping to restore hope among the younger generations. Well, and that story takes us to an end of our news edition tonight. But before we close, let's go back to the top stories. Well, in our top stories tonight, His Excellency President Paul Kagame has held bilateral talks with the President of Estonia, Alar Kalis, on strengthening cooperation in innovation and digital governance. The meeting took place in the sidelines of AI for Good Global Summit in Geneva, Switzerland. The Rwanda Revenue Authority is preparing major changes to the electronic billing machine system, commonly known as EBM, aimed at making tax compliance easier. After spending years in difficult street conditions marked by instability, lack of guidance, and limited access to education, children who have been reintegrated into school are determined to shape a better future. In international news, His Holiness Pope Leo XIV told the youth to be Christ's light, urging them to play an active role in rebuilding a society deeply affected by violence and instability. Well, it was a very huge privilege to be with you tonight, and thank you very much for choosing PACIS TV. My name is Benjamin Kwizera, and I wish you a fantastic night.